Hello everybody, AOG Gaming here, back with another video on Dislyte. Um, so second part of the update, and first we'll go over what I think is bugged or what I think that they forgot to remove. I wouldn't say it's necessarily bugged, but there's something weird going on with the Chimera. So let's just go to it. Um, so for phase one, like I said before in my past videos, I thought we were going to be able to use 3 teams, but these phases down here, they're complete lies. They don't do anything. Unlock at phase two, yeah, that's complete lie. You don't get a second team. You only get 1 team for the Raging Lion itself. And these two things, I think that they're either bugs or they just left it in there because they were thinking of using them for something. Like I said, most bosses like Sentinel Hunt, you can use 3 teams, which would make sense, and then you should be able to blitz. But the Celestial Anomaly, I think they're still testing it. There's still a lot of stuff that needs to go into it. First, they need to do multi-battle and blitzes. No, actually, first of all, they need to allow you to do manual mode. I don't like this whole no manual mode thing. The AI is already shitty enough, and we already have to deal with it with every game mode that we do, where we don't want to spend our time clicking buttons and abilities just to optimize, unless it's like, pushing for a higher floor or something, which you should definitely be doing that. The problem with this is it's all RNG based. Literally, the luckier you are, the higher score you get. And like I said before, that kind of makes the game more pay to win, because it doesn't kind of, it actually makes it more pay to win, because higher resonance espers have better abilities or better chances. And more specifically for higher chances, for abilities are abilimons, which you basically have to pay money to get now. You can get like 1 or 2 a week. Well, usually it's only 1, but you can get more from events and stuff. So they keep it pretty consistent where you can get at least 2 a week, um, for like 2 weeks out of the month. For the other 2 weeks, you basically just get 1, which is like nothing. I can max out 1 ability on 1 legendary Esper. That's how bad it is. So that's why I say it's becoming more pay to win, because they released this event, Celestial Anomaly, where you need to have specific espers in order to get higher scores, because that's how Imprisoner and Judge espers work. You need to have your abilities all maxed out, because if you don't, then you're gonna have to put a ton of accuracy. Otherwise, it's just not gonna work. Like they don't even put the description half of the time in the bosses. They're just immune to everything that's a, an incapacitation, which I'm fine with. The thing I'm not fine with is that they're immune to AP stuff. Like, you already have, they're basically coming out with bosses that can AP rush you, but you can't exactly do the same thing. And I say that's more of a problem for Void Messenger, because like the boss passively gains AP. It doesn't matter what you do to the little guys. I forgot what they are. Can't show you because I already went past floor 10, and that almost killed my entire team. So I'm probably not going to be able to make it far until I advance my Soaring Goat strategy and max out these abilities. I will continue to do stuff on Raging Lion at least until I max this out. And then obviously all these abilities, I'll show you one time when I max them out, because these are just basic upgrades. This one I'll just show you as I upgrade it in videos, but mostly I'll be doing Soaring Goat stuff because I want to max out all of these. Oh, I didn't even realize I could upgrade this. Amazing. What does that do? Boost true damage dealt by verdict. 75% of the appliers. Ooh. Reduces a random attribute when dealing true damage. So, really, the only way for free to play to do anything, not in my opinion, just in the game, if somebody tells you otherwise, they're trying to con you. Really, free to play, unless you have an account over 80 and you've been playing since basically the beginning, um, you're not going to be able to get very far. Most people can't get very far anyway, even if they do have max resonance. I think like floor 50 or 60 is the max they can go. I know it's locked, but I meant just like in general. Unless they have the very specific espers and they already got Javid or Samash. Because then, they just have all the espers they need to get the highest score possible. At that point, they'll just get the highest score. And what I don't like is the fact that we can't even see what world players have as their lineup, but you can do in your group. Like, it just shows you what their formations are. But that's for Apocalypse. Wait, like, what? Like, what is this? And I'm assuming these guys are all level 100. Yeah. Oh my Jesus. Yeah. Wait, is free to play daddy here? No. Okay. Um. So yeah, I don't understand why you just can't see what they have, and obviously they don't have anything in their space. Like, you're not really hiding anything from anybody. We already know that this game mode is pay to win. um, because I mean higher stats. Like, the whole fact that they put this advanced strategy shows you that it's play or pay to win. Just that in itself, because you need to max out these abilities just to progress if you have a weak enough team. And if you have a strong enough team, then this will just make your team a lot stronger, especially if you have those judge espers. But it's really just for free to play because, like, really, I would not have gotten the EX score if I didn't max every single one of these abilities out, and if I didn't have Mateo. You got Nyx for free, like, unless you just were lazy and didn't, which I don't know why you wouldn't get a free legendary Esper. Um, and I did have Geb, but to be fair, I've had him basically since the beginning, so that is 100% free to play right there. I earned that hard. I earned that well and hard, that's for sure. Maybe not his R2. I think his R2 I got accidentally when I was trying to get um, Athena Leora. So yeah, I really like I like the whole divine essence abilities. It's cool, but that in combination with the espers that are basically essential to each messenger. Guinea's not that essential, but Mateo, basically, you need him for the weather messenger if you want to go far enough. More specifically for the Raging Lion because he's just so good. Void Messenger, you kind of need Javid. Like, I was floor 10 was really hard, and I have max ascension. Like, I have a lot of good characters, like decent characters, and even at R0, they're still pretty good. However, it was still hard for me. I don't know why they're doing that, other than the fact that they're trying to make this game mode more pay to win. Like, that's all I can give you. What I do like about the whole thing is that they made getting legendary espers less pay to win. So Yamato's still here. We can still get him, which is good because I just like collecting the espers, legendary specifically. I do like epic espers as well, but I'm mostly going after the legendaries because those are the most powerful espers in the game. Obviously, um, I just need two more. So the funny thing is, I got like 3,000 of these tokens, these crow marks, and I got one freaking keepsake, which is this, the Fugu Sashimi. 3,000 Lilith games. And that was just because the Chimera Phase 2 opened. So I don't know if they're going to phase him out at the end of this season, which I'm assuming so, because otherwise, like, crow marks have no purpose. Like, they could do it at part 5, basically, Phase 2, part 5 of the Celeste Season 0, which would make more sense to me because I'm actually very close to getting him. I think I need 38 total draws to at least guarantee to get the two, because I think it's 25, right? Per reset for guaranteed keepsakes. So I think it should still be possible for me to get him, because it's like, well, it's 21 days in total for each phase, and it's 7 days, I believe, per phase. So I could probably draw two more times, and then I get a guaranteed keepsake if I don't get it within those, and then I just have to save up for the next one. However, I think they're keeping it for the entire season, because it wouldn't make sense to just switch halfway through phase two, part five. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to show you, just talk about that a little bit. Next part we need to talk about is phase two, Soaring Go. You don't fight him by himself. Really strange how this works. So yeah, as you can see, here's where I got all the crow marks. I got 600, 1200, 1800, 2700. Yeah, so I had a few bit marks before, but 2700 or 2700 crow marks. I'm actually very close to getting this one, which I want, because then I can draw two more times. Only problem is I can definitely get it. Like, it won't be a problem. It's just gonna take me a while because I need to upgrade, like I said, these divine essence abilities for the soaring goat. And the thing I don't like about this is it takes time and the chances are bad, which is why I only went to floor 10. Actually, yeah, let's see what floor. Yeah, so floor 20 is when I get this one. I only went up to 10th floor so that I could have a 30% chance of getting the first divine essence abilities. This is same strategy I used for this first abilities, and now I just need to max out the last one. And to be fair, I had all of these max except for one, so that is 6 abilities out of the 7 maxed out before the end of the season, which is how I was able to get second place, because I might be repeating myself here. So if you, okay, not this. If you go here, this ended already. But I was number 3 the entire 2 times for round 1 and round 2. I kept getting higher scores, and then when I got to round 3, I really started to pick up. And there's no resonance on my heroes. I didn't change the gear. I didn't upgrade it whatsoever. The only difference was to my team was the advanced strategy divine abilities for the Raging Lion. That was the only thing helping me, which I'm saying it's not a bad thing. However, it kind of shows that the game is becoming more pay to win for certain events. That's all I wanted to put out there. Okay, and we're gonna do one battle just to show you how the this goes. It's super weird how this works, and it's like an additive score. And I'm assuming these people all had like, no, well, Yuhime, so that's a good one. And then I don't even know who Changpu, whatever. No, that's not Changpu. This character is showing up a lot, which I don't have her maxed out. I do have her, I believe. Yuhime, on the other hand, she seems pretty essential. And you have Sean Penn too. Oh my god, yeah, well, of course you're winning. You have Sean Penn. Okay, well, that guy just paid to win. You have Yamato, which is very interesting. Um, I don't have Yamato yet. You are level 75, but 75 and you got that already. Wow. And yeah, you have Yuhime and Bridget, I believe that's her name. This character right here, the fourth one on her team. Um, I do have Bridget, but I don't have good gear equipped to her. Like this is, oh, I guess it didn't show you. This is the lineup I have because I have no other. Oh, okay, why? Put her back because I need her as a judge Esper. Um, yeah, where are you, Bridget? Oh wait, no, I have. That's right. I don't have Bridget. I have you, which you're not actually that good. Um, she has a certain place you need her. She's definitely good in PvP. Um, but that's pretty much it. Like buffs, they don't matter in the game except for PvP. Yes, they matter a little bit. Yes, they help your team out a lot. There's a lot of dispelling. There's a lot of buff blocker. There's a lot of um, debuffing, like they just take off the buff, and then there's a lot of debuff transfer. So buffs are fine; they're good, especially if you have a speedy team. But if you're not the fastest team, good luck. First, staying alive. Second, um, having enough time to actually apply those buffs and for them to be useful. So I'm just gonna go into a battle real quick. This is not a optimized team whatsoever, and I really don't like how the Soaring Goat attacks before you. It just, if you're gonna fight something that's gonna be overpowered, it's not gonna help. And I'll show you how this is a pay to win still, and it will probably still be. A good thing I noticed is that you should stun these little things because they actually do a lot of damage. And you can actually switch between these, and your Raging Lion team will go first, and then your Soaring Goat team will go next. So I don't think you can actually kill the little things, can you? And then he's got all these crazy abilities. And then attacks all targets, dispels all buffs. So really annoying. The AoE stun is really the only thing keeping us alive in this game mode. Um, we're not doing better than we were, but somehow we kind of are at the same time. At least for the GOAT events. So as you can see, we're fighting both of them at the same time. And yes, they don't go away. If you die to the Soaring Goat, which we are going to next. Yeah, that Zorora is dying because there's 4 of them active. Yeah. So you really do want to stun them because of that. They'll just kill your team. And the problem is that you don't get a higher score until you um, hit the goat. Which the only way to do that is either by activating those verdict stacks or just doing AOE, because that's the only thing that will attack. Because if I go to this, it'll pause, right? Okay, so team 2. Wait, can I not see the? Wow. Okay, so you can't see the buffs. That's so stupid. What the hell is the point of that? Really, it doesn't do anything. It helps us, but it really doesn't do anything if they keep it away. Yeah, so it has a golden frame, so basically invincible non-single target. That's basically what you can't do. So yeah, you're gonna die there, Lucas. Well, we got B plus. That was way higher than we got last time. And then you'll see the problem I have with the event. So you'll die, and then you'll basically die, right? Because yeah, I think all of those are gonna kill you actually, and then that'll kill you. Yep. So done with this part. Now just watch. So the lion doesn't do a lot. The goat fucking kills your entire team. What the fuck is the point of that? What is the point of that? It's just giving me the message that Lilith Game is flipping every free to play player off and just saying, yeah, why don't we just make the game more pay to win so we can make more money? Literally, that is the only way you're winning. That Soaring Goat is going to be stronger against the Imprisoners because the Imprisoners are not stronger against the Soaring Goat. Why in the hell is the Soaring Goat attacking your Raging Lion team? That makes no sense to me. It makes sense that they're mixing the scores and that's why they're doing that. But if that's the case, just do the battle separately. I don't understand why it has to be mixed. Like, you're basically just sending out the message. Give us more money so you guys can continue playing the game. That's really all I'm getting from this. Because like I said before, you need specific espers. You need your espers max resonance if you want them to survive. And otherwise, yeah, you're just going to have a hard time, basically. Did we get enough for? We did not. SSS plus. That's how we get it. Um, yeah, so I think we're just gonna have to grind for that. But that was basically my team right there, which actually is not bad. SSS on first try. I'm not complaining for me. I'm complaining for everybody who's below me. Yes, it's bad for me, but I don't really have the luxury of complaining because one, I mean, I've spent like $200 on the game, which isn't a lot compared to a lot of people, but it's still a decent amount. And that was just to get a single character because one free character would work so well with her. Um, and like honestly, I probably wouldn't have done it for any other Esper. The only reason I got Athena was because her and Elaine just do work together, but you can't really use them. And they're like, well, you can. They're very good together, and Elaine is more useful than Leora, I would say. Leora is cool and everything, but she seems very specific. She's just a warrior tank that or fighter tank, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it really sucks. Um, so we just have to wait and see. Because I know this person at the beginning is going to get like 50 million or something crazy. They already have 20 million. Well, of course they paid for like well at least three of the espers here: Yuhime, Schwanpin, and Mateo. All of those you had to get wish stones for. There was no other way to get them unless you got insanely lucky with your draws, which in this game is impossible. um, yeah, like you just haven't, and you also have this guy maxed out, which not many people do. I don't have a. I think I have one epic Esper maxed out, and that is um. No, actually, I don't even think I have epic. Actually, no, I think Piss for no, because he's not even. I haven't even ascended him. So yeah, here I'll just show you my lineup real quick. So this is part two. I do have part three because there's a lot. There's a lot to cover this update. First, well, yeah. First, let's go to the espers because that's what I was talking about. Um. So okay, so I do have one. I have two. Well, actually, just one because I max resonance her. The free one you get, Aphrodite Alexa. You get her for free. She's very easy to max out, and the only reason I needed her was to max out Apollo. Literally, the only reason I used her. This dude I have maxed out because I was using him at the very beginning when I did not have a full legendary team, and he's just good because of the counterattack, taunt, um, and restoring. He's just a solid character. And every other Esper I have that's level 50 is like barely even close. Pisfer's the only one that I really upgraded. And then Zong Kui Zongnan, because they actually work well together with reducing ability cooldowns, which I think is amazing. Yeah, and then they just work well together with their kits. But other than that, oh, I did max out some of these abilities. So the abilities are really easy because I mean you get the epic abilimons from the store. You can literally just buy them with gold, and they're super cheap. So epic espers are not really a problem. The only problem is that I have to max them out, and the amount of experiments, legendary experiments, not experiments. What are they called? Are these experiments? Starmions. Oh, well, how could I forget that? I don't have a lot of Starmions. Like right now, I have a decent amount, but I'm literally saving them for Javid Samash because he's basically needed, at least for me, for the events for the oh Void Messenger, because I'm just not going to be able to do much damage to that goat whatsoever. And then actually, yeah, we'll just remix this real quick. So now I have 9 of those. So yeah, as you can see, now I have a lot because I've been saving up a little bit. Um, but yeah, I really just save them for my legendary espers because I'm actually very close to getting another one from my draws because they've just been shit for like a whole while now. Um, Yeah, I mean, I did get Embla, so I'm not mad about that whatsoever. R0 Embla still very good, not the best, but still pretty good. Um, I might get Hestia, Guinea, Ginny, whatever you want to call her. However, I have a lot of crit. She doesn't work with crit. Um, but she is good. There are specific places she's good. Hobbit Samash, she's pretty good in PvP, and of course the Celestial Anomaly. They have Ashley, my queen, for crit, obviously, but I do have her in the Resonance draw, so I'm not gonna get that just because. Um, and I guess I can get an Isis because why not? Of course, I still need a Shimmer record for that. And then I was gonna get Gaius because, well, Sienna would be good, but I already have Apollo for AoE stun, and Gaius is AoE insane damage. Mix that with Samash, pretty much get what I'm saying. The only thing, he is a flow esper, so he's gonna be weak to wind. Um, sorry, Inferno. Wait. I'm thinking of this wrong. I'm thinking of this wrong. Oh my goodness, what am I thinking of? Okay, well let's just go back to the Chimera and show you. So this is part 2 of the update. It's really just going over Celestial Anomaly stuff. I went over Samash's Javid's event earlier, plus a little bit of Celestial Anomaly. Um, but I didn't do a lot. Um, oh, I just have to battle. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was like thinking, what am I trying to show you guys? Video might be a little bit long, but I'm gonna release a part 3 because there's a lot of stuff to talk about in this update. So I just wanted to. I'm gonna exit out right away. Don't worry. Why are you taking forever to load? I literally have full freaking bars of Wi-Fi. What is this BS? Um, so I just wanted to pause real quick, and yeah. So wind flow is weak against wind. I was mixing up this triangle right here, so we'll just leave that real quick. So I don't understand what's the point of these tabs, because this one is not going to unlock at phase 3. These two didn't unlock at all, which is really disappointing. But it also makes sense because if you could fight with multiple teams, you could only really do it for the beginning one or maximize the Raging Lion event, because you would have all the Divine Essence abilities maxed out, and you would have 3 teams. So that would be a little bit unfair. I do agree with that. But I don't like the fact that you have to fight 2 of these at the same time, and then you got to fight both of them, like even if you have 1 team left, which doesn't make any sense. The soaring goat should do less damage to the team that it's not fighting, because when you see it in action, it actually does an insane amount of it does so much damage. It is stronger than the Raging Lion when you're facing the Raging Lion and the soaring goat, but you have your team only for the Raging Lion. They'll basically be sideswiped by the goat. So what is the point of that? Other than to keep players who have R0s lower. Like, that's really all it does. It stops people who have lower accounts from progressing far enough. That's all it does. It's not helping anybody, that's for sure. So I really don't understand. Of course, these divine essences will help you, like I said before. So do make sure to max them out. I'll have more videos on that. I really hope Yamato stays here so I can at least maybe get a second copy of him, but that's probably impossible, considering that this event is pay to win. So that's all I think that's all I have for Celestial Anomaly. So they do have this new event tab up here. There's the scratch off, which you just do point wart, and then you can get records from here. So that's pretty cool. And then as you can see, this is whatever. Ikko Jr. got 5 million gold, which is an insane amount. 2,500 memo chips for by Raven's Wing. Oh my god, if he has the stamina to use those, he can get so much materials for free. And then nobody has gotten a ton of records. You got 100 epic experiments. Oh my goodness. So yeah, you can get a lot of good stuff here. I'm almost done with this Royal Flush set, so that'll be cool. The only problem is that you only get a single record from these. Like, all of these, you should get increasingly more. So this should be 1, this should be 2, this should be 3, and this one should be 4, just because it takes so much stamina just to complete enough keys to unlock everything. And then it also increases, so it should increase if it's increasing in difficulty, but I don't know why. Last thing I want to mention, because all the other stuff is going to take another video to talk about and explain. I'll explain some of this stuff too. Here's our new Esper. I really hope it's Flow, because if you guys look at the roster for drawing, we have basically a whole extra row for Inferno. We have 1 extra for Wind, and we have only 10 Flow Espers. Like, what kind of math did they do there to mess that up so perfectly? Literally, we don't need more Inferno Espers. We don't. You can add another one, but I think you should stop there, because you're literally ignoring a whole ass category down here that is like essential to the game. Um, Wind, of course, we got Elaine and Mateo recently, and then Yuntron, of course. I think all of these have been later, so that's good. So most of these have been here for a while. Only 3 of them are more recent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these espers are all recent. Like, back to Brewster. That's how recent. Chengji, Abigail, If, whatever, Ife, Embla, Yuhime, Javid, and Guinea. All of these espers have been released within the last 3 to 4 months. Or actually now 6 months. If we go back to Brewster. Which it's just it's making me raise some questions. Like, we've had maybe 3 espers if you count Intisar, but really it's just Ethan and Leora, and maybe the Fatum sisters that have been released recently. Everyone else has pretty much been there for a while. Um, yeah, it's just like, what? Shimmer espers make sense why we have less of them, because they're the pay to get espers. Um, yeah, like, just make more flow. Like, what do you want me to say? Anyway, I think that's it for this video. Mostly Celestial Anomaly stuff. And yeah, it's just really weird how that works. I really hope that they change something around, because, well, actually, I don't know. We have to wait a few days, maybe a week, but then I feel like we waited too long. I'll explain more in the next video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, AOG Gaming here. If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. Really shows your support, helps me out, keeps you up to date with my content. 76 subscribers and going strong last time I checked, so you guys are amazing. Keep going. And yeah, that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you guys later.